Hello and welcome to another Rocket League stream here for Center College. First game in NECC play, but it looks like something was wrong with the match.
Yep, a little bit of a pump fake there. But as you can tell by the audio, Cam is back in the booth today.
Very
Feels
excited.
good.
Yeah,
Feels
no,
good.
I missed last week. A little bit of a break game, but excited to hear that the boys won their matches and are going to be in a pretty good NECC rank because of it. So I was really excited for this season, and I mean, hard to not be excited with how the season ended up last year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, coming off of just a really, really solid showing last season in this conference, we're definitely excited to see what the team can come together and make happen this year, especially with Grant, right? It's a huge addition. I should say Sush.
Yeah.
Huge addition to the team. And yeah, they could really do some big things.
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing to look for, especially in this game, is NECC maybe being a little bit tougher. That's no disrespect to the Peach Belt at all, as that last game was absolutely cinematic in the final. But it seemed like Center handled pretty much every other team. Had a 21-game win streak, just really dominating the Peach Belt in Rocket League in the fall. So maybe NACC being a little more competitive game by game. I'm excited for that. Maybe a little bit of a tougher test for the team. But at the end of the day, this team is just like a well-oiled machine right now. Regardless of who they're playing, again, went undefeated in their placement matches, and from what I've seen, I mean, we've played with Captain All Star plenty of times since last season, and definitely hasn't gotten any worse. And it seems like after hearing Sush and Eddie's ranks, sounds like they're still locked in as well, as they're both in Grand Champ 2 right now.
Yeah, and to go along with that, what you were saying, there was a little bit of, I mean, like you said, pretty dominant performance in placement matches, but there were a couple times where the chemistry was a little off. You could tell, they just took a month or so break from playing with each other.
Yeah.
That led to some easy goals for some of the teams, but mechanically, everything was looking really good. Everyone was super precise, and yeah, if they can just iron out those little kinks in terms of the game sense and the rotations and just the IQ stuff, then this team is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, and going against Indiana University Kokomo, which is our IUK here. And let's see if they're a formidable opponent here as we start with the Roxy getting a nice clear and essentially a pass.
Ooh, that's, Sush handling that nicely.
Nice redirect there from
that could have been a pass to the wrong team.
Sometimes we call that a dot kiosk.
We do indeed. Sush reading that well. Here it comes. Oh, good 50 by Ricky. Taking that one away.
It's always interesting at the start of the game, kind of feeling them out and also seeing who their best player is, because it's just the theme with so many teams where they kind of have one star player that likes to get a lot of the touches and a lot of the points in the team. So keep a lookout on who that's going to be for IUK.
Oh, good pass there by All-Star, but Roxy was just a little bit out of positioning and wasn't able to finish that shot. But yeah, I think that to what you were saying, one of the kind of the unique factors about the center team is that everyone is pretty similar in skill. Obviously, the mechanical edge is Sush and Roxy for sure, but everyone contributes pretty meaningfully.
Yeah, and I think that was really shown in the championship. This is a potential goal and probably will be here for Ricky RL. We'll go back to what I was saying later, but this goal, just really tough shot there. I think the Roxy saves it, and then that's just cleanup crew there for Mr. RL.
Yeah, when you get that second touch like that, off the pass, it's really tough. And I mean, to Roxy's credit, he made a great save, but it's just hard. He had to react and didn't get a touch he wanted.
Really looks like IUK keeping the pressure up. Wow. Oh my goodness.
All-Star.
As I say that.
Air dribble to midfield, says, here you go, Sush.
Yeah, he gets another touch on it, which is unexpected. But that just shows you how good the team chemistry is, because really only a pass that Sush can get to, and he puts it in with ease.
Yeah, that was impressive stuff. And just like that, it's back to being equal here, 1-1.
The center does a really good job of playing down. Don't play down very often, but when they do, they seem to tie the score up pretty quickly. And back to what I was saying earlier, but if you had any doubts about All-Star's skills, regardless of his mechanics, he had an absolute masterclass in that 7-game series in the championship in the Sun Belt. Really stapling himself as one of the really good player in this game.
Yeah, I mean that was for all intents and purposes probably the best Rocket League I've ever seen live. It was pretty fantastic, and yeah, All-Star was the key to victory in that series. He was cool under pressure when, on the big stage. I mean, they were actually in a LAN playing against another team who was directly across from them in the room. So kind of a unique experience.
Yeah, definitely a high pressure moment, and really cool for Center to win a conference championship, which is a D2 conference, a D3 school. Going back to that goal there, it seems like RL got another good one. It seems like Asturi is kind of the passer for most of those plays, and keep an eye out on that connection.
Yeah, Asturi looks like, in my opinion, their best player so far. Just really solid control in the air, and it's leading, like you said, to a lot of really good passing opportunities for the teammates. Oh, but Deroxy.
Great snatch from Deroxy.
That's beautiful.
That's just how you play the game there.
Wow.
Deroxy showing the fans he's still locked in here in the spring season. And that's a huge touch there, because a lot of times the team's pushing up, trying to get a counterattack, and they're just lost when an interception like that happens. And Deroxy takes full advantage of it.
Yeah, as you saw, there was nobody home ready for that. I think it was just unexpected for him to cheat up like that and be so aggressive, but that's what Deroxy does best.
Yeah, the aggression pays off.
Here's Sush with a nice touch. Corner. Follow.
Really strong touch there.
Oh, that might be
IUK. Oh, wow.
Was that an in-air bump by All-Star? Let's check this replay here.
It might have been. Really good touch here from Deroxy. Sometimes you just get fortunate with how the wall bounces, and it might have been an air bump.
It might have been, but either way, it looks like it ended up going off of the IUK car into the goal.
see.
So, All-Star doing enough to bother the defender who was going up for that, and Deroxy gets the goal. Wow, that's a good pass. Good defense,
Really good pass here. Deroxy with no boost here, picking up the pads. IUK do a good job of starving Center here on the defensive end.
But there's a good clear by All-Star to buy the team some time. And Deroxy makes it happen, but wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, this team is working pretty well together.
Yeah, the team's pretty sound passing. Both goals have kind of been, or all 3 goals have been pretty much counterattacks from Center. IUK having a pretty solid defensive effort, but pretty back and forth game is, Deroxy with maybe a backwards pass, giving benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, probably not the touch he wanted there, but All-Star able to corral it in and make things all right.
Really good midfield passing there from Center, but Ricky's going to take that right off his car.
Deroxy going for
good touch
special.
from Rue.
Oh, wow, that could have been a goal.
Not able to follow it up there. Rue with only 52 points, trying to make a statement here in this game.
Of course, past his prologue, last time I was saying that about a player on the other team, they ended up proving me wrong.
Instant masterclass after?
Yeah,
It'll happen, right?
So,
good sound defense here, but straight down. Good save from All-Star.
Wow, this is just a...
Back and forth here. Center playing a little more defensive here. I think they know that they're happy with the lead after being down for a portion of this game. Gonna park the bus a little bit. More than 20 seconds left.
The bus is being parked all right. Good fake by Deroxy, honestly. Don't always need to score. Just got 2 defenders to commit there, and neither of them had time to clear it.
All-Star accidental touch, it seemed like, but only 3 seconds here. Center trying to keep the ball on their side.
Will there be some 0-second magic?
Ricky's got the ball in his car.
Good flick.
Pop up, but Deroxy's there.
Deroxy. That is so
That would have been really close though. Might have been short of the net, I'm not sure, but glad Deroxy got a save out of it anyways, and Center's gonna take a 1-0 lead in this series.
Yeah, all around pretty solid game. Just Center had a response every time IUK scored and ended up getting the last laugh.
Yeah, that's a big game 1 there, being down most of that game and kind of what I expected out of the game today with this NECC play. I just expected to be a little bit of a higher level, and Center's gonna have to work for every win they get.
Yeah, there were definitely some times last season where you could tell they were sort of going for freestyle, cool goals, trying to make big plays.
Absolutely. You can't play on cruise control against teams that are this good passing, and if Roof or IUK can just have a little bit better performance, they might be cooking here and trying to win a couple games.
See how this first touch goes. Wow, really good start. Sush might score. Oh, over the net.
Oh, Roxy. What a shot. Really good play there. Calling off the captain. I think it kind of threw him off. I think they were expecting a shot from All-Star and he's turning on it. And the Roxy comes out of nowhere and just reds it.
Yeah, that was a
gosh, that's a threader.
Far down. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than that. Great way to start off the game, too. Again, trying to get something going.
What a touch.
All-Star.
Oh, really good save from Ricky there. All-Star almost dunking and putting it in the net.
Yeah, sometimes that just a little bit of an angle change can totally.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, this could be a play.
Wow.
This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I think it was a pass into a different pass into another pass.
Oh my
gosh. When you're looking at high-level Rocket League, it's plays like that where it's so fast the defense can't even react, and when center's clicking, plays like that are just one after the other.
Yeah, that's the kind of, like you said, that's the kind of Rocket League that's going to win you games. There's another good pass, but All-Star unable to put that one in. Those are the kinds of plays that are going to win you games. It's the most efficient offense, and yeah, that was gorgeous. I mean, that might be play of the series, depending on how the rest of this goes.
Yeah, you see a lot in Rocket League, especially when you get lower in the rank. A lot of people like to use the wall as their passing option, but you can pass in the midfield that quickly.
Great save by All-Star.
It's a new level of offense. Yeah, what a save by All-Star there.
Not out of the woods yet, though, as Ricky going for the double touch doesn't get it. That was close.
They've had a couple close ones in both of the first two. Could have gone either way.
Roxy's flip reset denied.
All-Star with plenty of time here to have a touch on it. Really good clear from Mystery. Going for an absolutely nuts play and it works.
Done.
Oh my goodness. That little boost Mystery had, you played that perfect.
Thankfully, Roxy.
Oh, what a no
wow.
way. Great save again by Asteri, but for how little boost All-Star had, putting up an absolute threader.
Yeah, a lot of great shots by both sides here.
Yeah, really good plays on both ends. And
you got to think someone's going to score pretty soon. I don't know
absolutely.
who. But
both teams kind of putting the pressure on. Seems to be just one shot attempt after the other. Roxy with the interesting second touch there.
Ricky trying to find the net, can't. That one's over the head of All-Star. Ooh, Ricky with a whip there.
That's tough there. Would have kept the ball on their side.
Here, Asteri trying to do damage control. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's pretty solid control.
Yeah, they're
taking that across the goal with confidence. Not easy to do.
The technical play of both Ricky and Asteri is definitely prominent.
Oh, good demo
Great
there.
shot from Sush, but just barely saved. They've had some absolutely crazy saves. I think that was a back pass. A really good one of that. I think maybe from Mysterio or Ricky. Well, yeah, no goals here in the last couple of minutes.
Sue's trying to corral that. Does an excellent job. Oh, and this could be dangerous.
Oh, wow. That's very rare you see a pass go that slow across the net and no one touch it.
For either team, yeah. That's,
especially when you're playing with players of this rank. But Center looking to counterattack here.
Roxy loses the handle on the ball, but he's coming back for more.
I love how Roxy never gives up on the play, especially if he's up in the air. He's going to use every single boost he's got to try to get to the ball.
And Center really starting to lay the lumber late in this game. That's 3 demos in the past minute.
Yeah, they've definitely developed a little bit of a parking of the bus strategy that didn't see a whole lot last year because of how much they were up. But yeah, they are absolutely playing physical, and demos are really underutilized thing in Rocket League a lot of the time because it's
good outplay
really gives
by
your team
Roxy.
an advantage. But
Yeah, absolutely. You know, in a game where rotations and being in the right place at the right time is so key, if you can demo someone when their teammates aren't expecting it, it's going to totally throw off the synergy
Yeah.
of their defense, offense, you name it.
I mean, especially considering there's no cooldown to it. And what a great, maybe team hit there from Sush and Deroxy. Ball just sits in the middle too long. Ricky with a tough miss, and good touch from Deroxy there just to make him a little uncomfortable. That goal wasn't going to go in by any stretch, but when you force him to make a play, your teammate can come in and score, and Center's up 3 with only 50 seconds.
Yeah, just a pretty dominant performance in this game. I mean, not to say that IUK hasn't had shots. They've had plenty of opportunities, but every time Center just finding a way to make the play and clear it out and really just stay cool, calm, and collected. This game has been a pretty dominant showing.
Yeah, and I think Center really upping the pressure the first couple minutes of this game and got him a good lead, and then we're able to kind of play defense after that, and it's been very effective.
And with that, I mean, 10 seconds left. You got to think this game is over. So
yeah, it's more just about IUK can get one for the pride here for game 3.
Oh, thought that was going to be it.
Rue trying to get his first goal of the series, and I think Center might be trying to get one for the pride as well, but the ball's going to hit the ground, and Center goes up 2-0 in this first series of the season.
Yeah, just firing on all cylinders now. I mean, that was really just a clinic of how to play good Rocket League.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing with Center right now is there's not really a weakest link, as we've been talking about. So many teams you see just have not as strong of a third player. Not trying to call Rue out, but that's back-to-back games of 100 or less, 106 or less points. Just gonna need to step up because I feel like a lot of their plays are just Asteri and Ricky, and when you get that third player kind of clicking too, it makes a difference.
Well, and also, as we were talking about, most of those demos, it seems like, are being targeted towards Ricky and Asteri. So
yeah,
if you're consistently taking out one of the two players that's making those plays, then it's going to be really tough to score.
No, absolutely. And that's that's probably why a lot of teams don't really demo Center as much as much as it's just you could maybe target Deroxy, maybe target Sush, but Center's going to still be pretty sound regardless of who you demo.
And it looks like what you saw from the chat is Deroxy coming out with a new car.
Yeah, he always does that. When I'm not against it, but when you're playing as good as Deroxy was, I'm not quite sure why the car change was needed.
Yeah, you would think if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but Deroxy seems to scoff at that notion.
I mean, it's also, I thought maybe it would be a thing that would have been figured out by the start of the spring, as he's having some problems with this car last fall season as well, but it seems he still likes both cars.
Yeah, maybe he's just a fan of, the novelty, switching it up.
Maybe it could be a mental thing, but we'll be on the lookout for the car switch for sure.
Oh, All-Star with a rare whiff there. Luckily, IUK not able to capitalize. Deroxy
with
in the new car, going for the breezy flick. Looked pretty nice.
With a demo on Rue, Deroxy with a demo on Asteri. This team. Another underrated thing about demos too is it really frustrates whoever's being demoed, and can add a little bit of some mental stress as well as just trying to play the game as well.
Oh, absolutely. If you find yourself always having to watch your back in case someone's coming up to blow you up, then it makes it a lot harder to play your game and play at your pace.
And it's really rare you see a team like Center demo this much and not get much retaliation from the other team. But sometimes if you're not ready for it, it's nothing your team does a lot. It's just different.
Oh, Sush with a nice outplay.
Really nice touch. This should be a score here, and it is.
Far down again. Deroxy's signature move at this point.
Hard to see from the angle we got from the spec cam, but when you knew that pass was made, someone was going to be coming in, and Deroxy with another bar down. Guess it doesn't matter what car he's in, he's going to be scoring bar down goals.
Yeah, the car may not be consistent, but his play certainly has been so far. Oh, good play by All-Star.
Yeah, really good touch there. Oh, but Ricky with a really impressive double hit.
Luckily, Sush is there on the back wall for the read. That's a nice shot there. Ricky trying to knock on the door a little bit, make something happen.
You're going to have to see IUK do something different offensively. It's been 7 minutes and no goal from them. Maybe some kind of different passing or playing maybe more aggressive and keeping it on their side. But they got to do something that's going to be able to get them more shot attempts because it's just been absolute clamps here from center the last 7-8 minutes.
Yeah, and DeRoxy has been really pushing the pace too. Had a really nice pass to the middle on that last possession, and then right there was bringing it down on the counterattack. So the initiative seems to be in the center's hands at the moment. But as I say that, Ricky with a pass to Rue that almost finds the net.
It seems like even if it gets past one center defender, another one is there ready for it. And what a touch! Oh my, what an absolute pass there from Sush. But good clear by IUK and see if they can make something happen. But oh, that's just brutal for them, but great for center. Almost seemed like whoever touched that ball was gonna score, but Sush being quick up and Asteria with a rare miss in the air there. It's gonna cost him.
Yeah, one thing you really don't want to see as a center opponent is Sush in the flow state. And yeah, we saw there. I mean, we talked about it, but that pass to recover off the wall like that so efficiently is pretty difficult. And then he was just so speedy on that aerial to get to that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a goal from the captain. Absolutely no angle for him to score that unless he hits into an opposing player, and that's just beautiful.
Force. I mean,
and yeah, can't blame Asteria that either because at that point it was in, right?
Yeah, that's unreal. I mean, we talk about demos as a frustrating part of the game. Getting dunked like that is arguably the most frustrating thing that can happen as a Rocket League player.
I just think IUK is a little rattled here. Just shots they were making in the first game, not even close to the shot way wayward there from Ricky. And
yeah, with a minute and a half left, barring some kind of miracle, and that's a miss by center, but barring some kind of miracle here, it's going to be tough to see a world where IUK can make this comeback.
Yeah, they're going to have to really crank the pressure up. And you thought you'd maybe get a little bit more overall pressure in this third game with just playing with nothing to lose, really. Having to come back from a 2-0 deficit. But
Roxy guides that one.
Yeah, that's just free there. Maybe as they try to up in the pressure. It's just so hard against the center team because they're so good in the midfield with clears and passes that it's hard to get any offense really established.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, like you said, the danger of upping the pressure a little bit is that you're going to have moments like that. Oh, but
what a save. I mean, I thought that was surely in the back of the net.
I thought I was seeing things.
Yeah.
I mean, that just looked in.
I mean, I thought I was going to see the name pop up. Well, okay.
Going low here is Asteria, but doesn't actually get a touch. It's the right idea, but the execution just a little bit off. An all-star.
Oh, what?
I mean, come on.
Everyone is just cooking right now. All-star with a great touch. Rue with a miss off the back wall, and All-Star is going to make him pay.
Yeah, just a nice little double tap to secure the lead here.
Yeah, and
get the brace for All-Star. Just a really solid performance all around by this team in the opening match of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying new conference, new NECC, no problem here. They're about to do something that they did all the fall, which was sweep the teams they were playing.
Yeah, and again, those chemistry issues I was talking about last week, forget I said anything.
Yeah, no, they've been cleared up. Probably practiced at least once this week, and it's paying off for sure.
Yeah, I don't really think that's going to be an issue going forward. This was just really excellent. The passing was great. The defense was fantastic.
Yeah, everything great. I mean, if you go back to that first game, they might not let a goal in for 12 minutes. I mean, they scored the last couple in the first game and then didn't let a goal up in the last two. So they might have gone like 12-ish minutes without letting up a goal, which in Rocket League is pretty insane defense. And Just look at all the saves they're racking up, all the shots they're racking up. It was a dominant performance there in those last 2 games.
Yeah, and man, obviously, like you said, much more challenging opponent than some of the Peach Belt Conference opponents were. But nonetheless, Center just able to make quick work of them in a 3-0 series. So that's all we got for you today. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Probably get an interview going at some point in one of these first games. But it's a really dominant performance from Center, and we're excited for a really great spring season if this continues.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.